Hello and welcome to Rescue Speechless. Today's video is going to be another skin combo video, and today's skin will be Slayer Charlotte. Let's get to this video. This video is going to be another skin combo video, and today's skin is going to be Slayer Charlotte, which is part of the newest quest pack that came out recently. Basically, you can get up to 1,500 V-Bucks for doing it, and it's the Sapphire Hagiri, I think it's Hagiri's quests, which basically you just got to do dailies, and you get 300, and obviously you've got to keep doing them, which is good on obviously chapter 3, which you can keep getting dailies over and over and over again. So if you want to get these 3 done, then you can just keep repeating, or if you're playing with, say, friends in duos, trios, or squads, and you can just keep doing them, so you can get it done pretty quickly, to be fair. Unless they limit it to 3 a day, I'm not sure, but I don't think they have. So I actually bought it today. I thought, why not? 1,500 V-Bucks. I know the John Cena skin is either coming out 28th, which would be tomorrow, Thursday, or Friday. So I'll probably be picking that up and making skin combos for that. But anyway, I've made 10 skin combos for this skin. There is 2 edit styles. There's the standard, or the Slayer Charlotte. And then there's the Ouroboros style. Both pretty cool. Let's get into the combos. So for this one, I'm using the standard style, or the Slayer Charlotte style. Backbling is the Demon Wind Shuriken. I did have the backbling, the little black heart, but I decided to change it up and use the Spirit Bloom style in a later combo, so that's why I switched this up. And I whacked on the Demon Wind Shuriken. It works pretty nicely. The black goes nice with the skin. Pickaxe I'm using is the Fortified Demon Slayer Blade, which is the pickaxe that comes with this bundle, or this pack. I'm pretty sure this skin is a reskin of a Battle Pass skin that was a few seasons back, I think. Charlotte. Yeah, that one there, the Hagiri. Yeah, it must be a reskin of that, yeah. I personally prefer this one more, but obviously this is the one from Battle Pass Chapter 2 Season 8. It's pretty cool though, either way, they're both pretty cool skins. And I'm using the Beskar Umbrella, which you got for winning the Mando's Bounty LTM mode. So if you don't have this glider and you have the one shot, you can use that, or if you don't have the one shot, use whatever glider you like. I just like to use the umbrellas just because I personally prefer them. Contrail is going to be the Tide Squadron for all the combos, and then the wrap I'm using is good old Boogeyman. I haven't made skin combos in a while, so we did a little bit of different videos. And yeah, let's go into the second combo. For this one, I decided to use the Birthstone backplate with the Emerald style. So I find it goes quite nicely with that green moving snake on the outfit itself. Pickaxe is the Reaper. So this wasn't, or the OG sci-fi I like to call it. I wasn't really too sure what to use. When I first started making these combos, or this video, wasn't really too sure what to do. But at the end, I started to get more and more into it. And then the wrap I'm using is Spectral Flex. Works very nicely. When you shoot it, it changes colour. So I thought, why not? I don't really have a nice black-green wrap that goes with this skin. Let's go on to the third combo. For this one, I'm using this Shining Star. I find this works absolutely nicely. Maybe blue, more blue than it is green, but either way it works pretty nice. Pickaxe is the Hand of Lightning. So if you don't have the Hand of Lightning from the Chapter 2 Season 4, and there's a Stormed Pickaxe, which is the Marvel season, you can always whack on the Frozen Flourish, which is the Chloe Kim's pickaxe. So if you pick that one up, if not, just use any blue themed pickaxe that work nicely. Wrap I'm using is a Rick's Portal from Chapter 2 Season 7, which is Rick Sanchez's weapon wrap. Works pretty nicely, the green and the blue. So obviously the green goes nicely with the bit on the skin of snake and obviously our necklace. And then the blue goes nicely with the backbling and also the pickaxe. Let's move on to the next style. For this one, I decided to whack on the Rainbow Clover. I really do like this backbling a lot. For the green, I used it for the green. I decided to use it with the Icebreaker. I just find I like them a lot. And then since I used the green and the black and a little bit of silver on the pickaxe, I decided to use the 1s and 0s, which is basically the Matrix wrap. And the black goes very nicely with the handle and the skin as well. And the green goes very nice with the back bling and also the snake that's moving around. And let's move on to the last Slayer Charlotte style combo. I'm using the Dusk Wings from all the way back in Chapter 1 Season 6. So if you don't have these wings, you can always whack on any other black themed wings if you have any. So I know that I'm pretty sure there is black versions of this Perfect Wings. So if you have that skin, which gets you it, I know it's like the it's like the cloak, the guy in the red, and he's completely blacked out his face and all that, and he's wearing a whole red. I can't remember the name of the skin, but I could actually just have a look at the reskin, can't I? It'd be up there in the shadow. The shadow, so it'd be basically just a standard shadow skin, which is red and black, and that's where you get the black version of those wings. I'm using a 10-ton toon bell. I thought, why not? I've really started liking using this combo, or this pickaxe quite a lot actually. It's the one that came with the toon meow school skin. Not, yeah, meow schools. Right, it's pretty nicely. Sounds pretty cool. And the wrap I decided to use is Darth Shader, because I really do like this weapon wrap. You get it on the same page as Darth Vader, which is the last page, page 10, and it's a very good wrap. It works nicely. Let's move on to the first Ouroboros style combos. For this one, I'm using the Protocol pack, which is a backbling that you got for the crew pack, and if you continuously kept your subscription going, it'd go up to like 6 months. You could, like, if you say first month you'd have this one, then you get that one, and that one, and just keep upgrading, which is pretty cool. So I decided to whack on this. I think I'd maybe use this in one ever skin combo video. It's a pretty cool backbling, but I just didn't really have many skins that it goes nice with. But the style I'm using is a Protocol Ultimate. Hologram colour is turquoise, which is like essentially your banner, and then the smoke I'm using is turquoise. It's very nicely with that green blue. Obviously her hair and also the snake, and obviously her eyes are also bright green or bright bluey green. Works very nicely. Pickaxe I'm using is the spectral scythe for the similar looks. There's obviously a little bit of smoke that comes off of it, and then the wrap I'm using is Scanline. I find this is a pretty cool combo. I'm pretty sure one of my friends I used to play with on Fortnite, Electri, I'm pretty sure he gifted me the spectral scythe, so it's a pretty nice pickaxe in my opinion. I do like it. I just find it's a little bit too big. If it's a bit smaller, I'd use it more, but either way, it's still a pretty nice pickaxe. Let's move on to next combo. I'm using the Rogue Spider Knight, and I'm using the black and grey style of it. This is the Rogue Spider Knight backbling, and it's basically one of the Xbox One S exclusive skins. And obviously, if you don't own this, you can back on any white themed backbling, or white, black, or I decided to use this with a little bit black and a little bit white. Black on the skin, a little bit of white in the hair, and all that good stuff. Goes very nice with the tattoos as well. Pickaxe I'm using is Vision, so I thought why not use it, because obviously the glowing eyes and obviously the blue eyes, it worked absolutely perfect. The wrap I'm using is a Twisted Serpent, which is basically the weapon wrap that comes with this pack. And it's obviously a snake moving around the gun, which is pretty unique and pretty cool. So I thought, why not whack it on? It's reactive as well. Or it's animated, okay. Let's move on to the next combo. I'm using the Lil Blackheart. This was a combo I decided to change up. Obviously, the first combo I made was I had this backbling on, but the black style. But I decided to change that for the Demon Wind Shuriken. And this is the one basically I decided to change it for, because I had an idea about this one. So this is a Lil Blackheart style, or Lil Blackheart backbling with the Spirit Bloom, which is from Chapter 2, Season 8. And if you unlock the Charlotte skin, you'd have this backbling. Pickaxe I'm using is the Demon Slayer Blade, which is Chapter 2, Season 8 also, and it's basically the Charlotte's pickaxe from that season. And then the wrap is the same, so this is basically like a little Charlotte set. I thought, why not? It works absolutely perfect. Obviously, the look of it, and then the little Blackheart looks perfect. The smoke coming off of it. That works, it works nicely. I usually use this standard style for this, but since the green of the snake and all that, and the hair looks very nice, and the wrap is obviously Spectral Hunter, it all works pretty nicely. Let's move on to the second last combo. For this one, I decided to use the Flatline, which is from Chapter 3, Season 1, Shining Sky. I'm pretty sure that came with the crew pack in Chapter 3, Season 1, which is like the guy with like the golden skull guy. Pretty sure that was his backbling. I find it works pretty nicely with the bluey green music note going up and down, or the wave. Pickaxe I'm using is the Leviathan axe. I just thought why not whack it on. I really do like it. I'll kind of run out at this stage of pickaxes that go absolutely perfect with it, so I just thought why not whack on pickaxes I like. And then the wrap I'm using is a Polished Stone, which is from this season. And yeah, it's pretty nice. It's animated. I do like this one a lot. I like most of the wraps in this season. Let's move on to the last combo. For this one, I decided to use the season signature. Style I'm using is the Ice Bling, and this is the back bling that you could buy at the same time as a shop when the skins were out, where you could basically, there's like 10 different edit styles for like all the chapter 1 seasons, which is pretty cool. And the skin that I got was the Recline Raider, and that's the one I bought. There's a lot of different ones. There's a few males, a few females, so I thought why not whack this on. You could always use the banana if you wanted, or I guess even the Memory Axe could go nicely, but I decided to use it just for the blue. Pickaxe is a Harley hitter. I love such a lovely pickaxe. Still is one of my favourites to this day. And then the wrap I'm using is from the Ripley. But yeah, so that's all the 10 skin combos done for the Slayer Charlotte skin. And if there is any other videos you'd like to see, like skin combos, victory royales, backbling combos, pickaxe combos, anything like that, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'll try my best to get them done as soon as I can. As I did mention it, John Cena apparently supposedly coming out the 28th, which is tomorrow, Thursday, but he may be coming out on Friday. So whenever he comes out, say if it comes out tomorrow, I'll be doing like a skin combo video on Friday for him. But yeah, anyways, that was pretty decent.